What up, what up, what up? Buenos dias, good morning. Arrivederci. What's lacquer? What's going on, Mr. Donovan? What's the word, big bird? Everything is lacquer. Rushing to wake up. Because I literally just woke up. Literally. Mr. Muhammad. Assalamu alaikum, my brother. Everything is lacquer. Oh, man. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone had a good week. Mr. Muhammad, I apologize, man. You and Marwan, man. Go request a one-on-one for Tuesday, my brother. For this Tuesday. I've been all over the place, man. All over the place. I ain't even gonna hold you. Man, I've been doing alright, man. Just the beginning of this new year, it's just been, I wouldn't say off. Well, let's just say off. I've been off, man. My schedule is all over the place. I have no like stability right now on my schedule. Like my schedule is crazy right now. Like super crazy. And I gotta get a hold of it. Like literally I gotta get a grip of it. Just been all over the place. Thank you, my brother. You know, that's not gonna change, B. That's not gonna change. You know, we work on that daily, kid. You know, be 42 in a couple months. Or March 20th. 42, bro. 42. Think about this crazy. I was um looking at this yesterday. We in 20, right? 24. These are all the numbers. I was born March 20th. It's 20. And if you flip the 24, you get 42. It's crazy. I'm looking at that the other day. I know that means something. I gotta go get a haircut though. Yo, I'm so tired. It's noontime and I'm tired. You know why I think I'm like this? I'm not even gonna lie. It's this Call of Duty, bro. It's this Warzone. I saw Lewis try to clown me the other day. I was playing with Jumper and him and one of his other, gamer buddies. And I got so exhausted playing with them. Those guys are on another level of Call of Duty, like other level. Like these guys do not, and we're playing Warzone. These guys do not stand still. These guys are running that map, and they run in ninja speed. Like it's not like a regular player playing it. No, 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 no. These guys are running on ninja speed. Like I had zero kills. Those guys had like 20. You saw it like 18, and I had zero. Is that I can't keep up? These guys are. When you think like they're settling to aim, they ran like 3 miles. Like I felt like I was the avatar in the game. I got so tired after that game with them, I went to sleep. Yo, I'm not even gonna lie. Like you guys gotta watch these guys. Yeah, Resurgence. I was watching. They are different. Yo, I'm trying to tell you, like those. Yo, and they're hopping from the top of the building to the bottom, going through windows. Like, yo, I'm like, yo, how the hell you guys play like this? Yo, Donovan, you gotta watch that live stream. I don't know if it's up on his Twitch. Bro, you gotta watch these guys play. Like these guys do not stand still for more than 2 seconds, bro. I can't even look around. By the time I'm looking around, there's already two dead on the floor. I don't know how they find them. For real, for real. I was so tired. And you know what I think it was? It was so much movement of the screen, like the screen moving so fast. Cause I'm to have to like move. Yo, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Yeah, they play on PC, but I play on PlayStation. You could all play together though. Yo, it's crazy. Cristiano, like it's like the way these guys, like I just after the game, I kind of like reflect on it too. Like I just sat back and reflect on it, and I'm like, yo, how do these like how fast these guys have to process information? And that's why I always told Jumper before he got into trading. I told him like, yo, if you get into trading, bro, you're gonna be a beast. And he's looking at me, right? This is what 3 years ago, 3 4 years ago. I'm like, yo, trust me, you're gonna be unstoppable because the way you guys process information at that fast paced level that they do, right? Because they play at a super fast paced level, like super fast. And they're great at what they do. They're not just good. Good is what, somebody else. I'm not even good. But these guys are great at what they do. Remember, Jumper competes at a professional level. He was a professional gamer, sponsored and everything, right? Traveled, and every other weekend was in a new city, competing in a competition. So, what I'm saying, yo, when you get in these charts, man, these charts are not that fast. These charts are very slow. You're gonna eat this up, and that's exactly what happened. And I told him, I'm like, if you have a gamer mindset, so all you gamers out there that maybe watching this stream or will watch this stream, um, I would definitely recommend that you get into trading. But I'm talking about like real gamers. I'm not talking about like wannabe gamers. And no disrespect to anyone, no shade. But if you are a gamer and you are very good at like COD and you are very fast paced in the game, like these guys, that means you can process information fast. And that's one of the skill sets needed in trading is processing all this information that you're looking at the charts. So definitely. I used to play hard. Yeah. But you could play on PC though, Donovan. Um, Jumper plays on PC and it's free. The Warzone is free. We don't play the multiplayer, team deathmatch and stuff. We play Warzone. It's free. You can just download and play it on your PC. But definitely focus on the charts, hands down. Oh, we do that when it's R&R time. You're supposed to be relaxing, but I get tired. FIFA, yeah, Fortnite is similar. Fortnite's the same. Sports games, not that really, because that's sports game. You don't really got to be that fast. It's very slow pace, and it's not intense as as like COD or Fortnite. Just think about the emotions that's going on when you know someone's behind you and you hear the footsteps. Think about the emotions that are happening, right? When you hear those footsteps or you hear the hot mic. Think about the emotions when you're getting shot at and you need to shield up and you're like running, sliding, zigzagging, running, sliding, zigzagging. Just think about all those things that you're doing, right? And the emotions behind it, because you get, it gets emotion. Like I don't know, bro. I see why people are so addicted to the game too. For real. For real, for real. The emotional roller coaster, like you just chilling, and the next thing you know, like your heart rate just starts pumping. You start like jumping from the top, second floor, looking, going to the first floor because you heard them on the first floor. You hear the whole team, and it's three of them, and it's two of them against you, and it's crazy. It's crazy, man. Definitely is, man. It's a roller coaster, bro. It is a damn roller coaster. It's exhausting too. For me, it is at least. I remember one of the guys, and it was funny, and I'm going to get to today's class. So one of the guys was like, man, you suck. Da, 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 da. I'm playing with Lewis. That was not the same day. That was another day. I'm like, bro, I don't play Call of Duty. I play this game called MT4. You ever heard of it? And Lewis just started laughing. Like, join me on MT4. That's what I told him. Join me on MT4. Lewis just started bugging out laughing. I don't got time for that. These dudes take this shit too serious. I'm there trying to, you know, just trying to play. I ain't trying to compete, bro. Hey, yo, come join me on MT4, bro. Let's see your skill level in the real life game. Excuse me. I'm getting the engine started. That's why this conversation is good. So, guys, welcome, 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 welcome to this week's day. Not the daily. This is the weekly market breakdown, right? Let's see the chat. All right. So, guys, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel, the Vice Trading Academy's channel. So let's talk a little bit about this stream and what we do in the stream. This is the weekly market breakdown. In this stream, what we do is we break down these 9 pairs that you're going to see on your right hand side. We break down these 9 pairs and we look for a weekly projection, right? Where we sometimes we set up POIs, which are point of interest, where price is going to lead and hit before it makes a play, makes a move, right? We also look at we update our weekly move to see what's going on, what happened last week, and what the expectation is for this week. And we touch base with our monthly moves as well and monthly POIs to see where price is at. So basically, is where price went and where it's heading for the week. Then there's another 2 streams to complement this class, which is this stream happens. The weekly market breakdown happens every Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern. And then the other 2 streams to complement this class is the daily market breakdown that happens Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. And there is we do a daily market breakdown and we look for daily points of interest, to see how our weekly projections are holding out. And we look for points of interest for the trading day, for the next trading day. And then we also have a live trading room where we actually execute these trades that we speak of, and that's Monday through Friday. Starts at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard. And in order to participate and get the best info, make sure to follow our free Discord. The link is in the description. It's also in the chat. Um, and right now it's free, guys, and we offer free one-on-one classes, so you can take advantage of the free one-on-one classes where you can get all your questions answered, and you can start to learn our trading strategy, I guess you want to call it. So, and that's about it, guys. So, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Um, let's get this party started. Yeah, shooting is what happened to the giveaway? Yo, no one showed up. What you talking about? What happened to the giveaway? No one showed up for the giveaway. No, Lewis and I were the only one who was in the live room looking for everyone. Like, what's going on? So, let's start this party. So, guys, AU. So AU right now, where are we and what's the expectation is? So right now we're still in A2. As we can see, price did a previous 3 months of rise. After 3 months of rise, the market must chop or drop. And what are we having right now? We're having a drop, right? So this is as expected. And now we're heading where we're heading towards where the direction is in line with the overall market makers trend, right? So just looking at it right now. Now that we're dropping, where are we? Right? We are previous what we were seeing higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. And right now we need to wait for price to decide what's next. Meaning, right? We need to break this low right here, this zone, this high and this low of the zone, right? For price to continue to go down. Right now it has retraced 100% to where the previous higher low is. So we need to break the higher low. And what I'm looking for is for this change of character here, right? I'm looking for this internal structure change of character for price to continue to go low, right? What I can see now is we have a lower low, lower high, low, lower high, lower low. So price is trending down, right? It's holding out. When we look at the 4 hour, we're not going to look at 30 minutes in this class. When we look at the 4 hour structure, we can see that lower lows and lower highs, well, lower highs is being held, right? We have lower, we have a lower high here, we have a lower high here, we have an equal high, lower high, equal high, and price is pushing that, right? Right? Do we have a retracement yet? We don't know. We need to wait, right? So what is the 4 hour trading zone? We're trading in between now since we broke this low. What was the place that broke the low was up here. So we moved this to here. And we know that this is our bottom, right? So the 4 hours trading between there. This is for where 4 hours trade. Everything looks good. So far, so good. Now, just to get a little, a little projection of what the retracement will be, right? We could just measure all these retracements that has happened thus far, right? And kind of get an average, right? So let me take out my calculator. Just so we can get a little projection of what the average retracement is. This is 60 plus 95. I'm not gonna do none of these little ones, the internal. And then here is 83 plus 83 divided by 3, 79. So an average retracement is 79 pips. So 79 pips is right around where we are right now, right? 79. So I'm expecting price, right, to continue the trend from here, right, and make exactly the structure that we can see, these lower lows, lower high structure. This is an average, pullback. If we look before, we can see 69, 51, 82. So these are a little bit further, like a little more in terms of pips than this structure going up. So we looking like we're around a good place for price to turn around. And the internal structure to here, right, we can see that these are higher highs, higher lows in a 30-minute chart, right? What's the structure, right? Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, well, equal high, right? Once we see a change of character in the 30 minutes, that means price is starting to turn around. Then we will see, a continuation on the 4 hour. So everything was good. It's up there weekly. Last week we had our final third week of drop, right? So this week, what is the expectation? This week, I am expecting a chop or a rise, right? So let's start to understand the different types of chop, right? Price could just chop, right, and end in a no net, right? Meaning end exactly where it started. This is one type of expectation for the week, right? What is the next? What is another one? Another form of consolidation is price can go up and come back down and end in the same place where it started, right? This is a form of consolidation, right? Another way that it could do it, it could go down and come back up and end in the same place that it started, right? To finish the week in a no net, right? Meaning in consolidation, right? So these are two expectations. These are three variations of what a consolidation could look like. Consolidation could also look like it could go up, it could come down, and then come and end in the same place. Well, it could go down and up and come back down and in the same place and vice versa. So no net means that it starts and finishes in the same place, right? The same point of price. So price is right here. So if price ends there, that is a consolidating day, a no net day. So these are the expectation for no nets, right? Now, after 3 weeks of drop, the market could rise. So market could just start to rise up for the week, right? And then next week, start pushing down, right? So we can see that. And if we see that, that's also would align us with, market structure, right? Which will be an overall low, lower high to then lower low, right? And cause that head and shoulders pattern, right? So there's a couple different things that could happen this week. But am I expecting a continuation to the low? No. Why? Because we already had 3 weeks of drop. So, that's one of the things we need to take into consideration for the week, right? Overall, we're looking good, but right now we need to wait, right? We need to wait for the final week to really jump in because right now we're going to be countering. Next pair. Turn all this off. Don't let me update my daily too since I'm here. We had a previous 2 days of rise, so we have an expectation for tomorrow for the trading day. We already not. We're gonna get that third day of rise, make that pullback. Next pair, EuroCAD. Looking at EuroCAD, where are we? First thing is to know where we are. We are in V1 on the way up, right? We can see that we are dead smack in the middle of the consolidation zone, right? This V1 consolidation zone. Looking at market structure, we can see that we're getting good structure. We had a change in character at the bottom, break of structure, and we had another break of structure. We had a retest all the way to the 100%. We had a pullback all the way to the 100%. And we're just sitting in between here. So this is how we know we're trading in between this high and this low. And we are dead smack in the zone. Now, what is it that I want to see? Right? I want to be clear. I said that during the week. Right now, the way structure is looking, right? I want to see structure start to go to the top side, right? So this holds at a higher low, right? So we can get up to this higher high, right? That's what I want to see happen, right? So let's take a look at the overall structure, what's going on internally to see if we can get a glimpse of what's next, right? So let's look at our first. Let's look at our monthly moves, right? We had no net to the top. This is what I mean by no net, guys. Look, this is an example of a no net that price went up and it came back down and ended exactly where it started for the month, right? Like I said, this is one example. It could be from the bottom up too, right? But this is just one clear example, right? Then the next week started here, right? And then ended here, touch. Right now we're just waiting to see what's happening for the month. Now let's take a look at the week, the 4 hour. What's a weekly move? So last week price dropped, right? Now when we just looking at price, we can see it's no net drop, no net, no net, right? Just pure consolidation. This is just a trap. Price is trapped in the zone. All right, we have a high and we have a low. And price is just going up and down here, right? We can see that our 4 hour structure looks like straight chop. All right, so now let's update this 4 hour. We are just stuck in this range right now, right? Just chopping, right? On the 30-minute chart, right, we had good market structure heading up, right? But let's look at our 4 hour zone before. This is the zone that we're trading in the 4 hour. Between this high and this low, we just stuck in the bottom, right? So what was my expectation was, price give us these higher highs, higher lows, and the internal structure, right? Right now it's being held here, right? If it pulls down, it could pull down and go back down to the low. Then we have to wait to decide what's next, whether the price is going to start to fluctuate back up, or will it break and go down to the bottom of the daily zone before starting to head up, right? So these are some of the expectations. And right now, price could also just start heading up again, right? So what to look for, right? If we're going to make structure to go up, just let's think about the overall structure, guys. If we're going to make structure to go up on a 4 hour, right? After a 4 hour push, we need a 4 hour pullback. Then we need a 4 hour push, 4 hour pullback, right? 4 hour push, right? This is what we need. So right now, price could be given that pullback now, right? To then give us that next push to the top side. So now is the time to wait. Again, wait for market to show us, and then we execute. So right now, we have internal lower lows, lower highs here. What I need to wait for, I need to wait for a change in character, break a structure, for me to know that we're pushing up, right? This is another one that we need to wait for that turnaround to happen. And we're at a good spot. Why? Because we are at the almighty 800 EMA. This one's a good thing. Let me update this too. Well, here we had 2 days of drop. So we know what today is, right? Today is the day that it could drop. This is this one is a good one to look for an entry at, guys. This is one of the variations of the 372 that I spoke about during the week. And this is Lewis's favorite, Mr. Jumpers, one of his favorites, especially when it's going counter right before moving with the trend. So we're good. Any question, guys, make sure to stop me. Yes, sir. But no, it has to go low before it rises. It has to go down, make a new low for the day, and then rise. No, it's gonna make a new low first. We had a previous 2 days of drop. Lewis will not take this low. He'll wait to take this up. Why? He knows. Just think about what do we know over here already? We know that it has to give us a new low, right? And after the price goes down, where will price move? Price will move up. So what will he be looking for to happen today here? He'll be looking for this. And if he looks for that, where will be his entry? He will wait for what? An anchor, a change, BOS, right? This is it's a whole sequence. He knows it has to make a new low. What he's gonna do, he's gonna wait for a change of character. Correct. He's gonna just be monitoring it and waiting for it to push up. So that's what he's gonna be waiting for. It's one of his favorite trades. A 372 counter. All right, so Euro USD. So previously we had 3 months of rise. So what's the expectation for this month? I'm sorry, a no net, right? It is what it is, a no net or a drop, right? But if we just looking at market structure similar to AU, right, with price making highs, higher lows, higher highs. What do we want to see here? Price to pull back to then start the party to push up, right? That's the expectation for the overall. But this month, the expectation for the month is what? A drop or a no net. Why? Because we had a previous 3 months of rise, right? So we're not expecting price to push up and make new highs for the month. But price needs to can pass here. If price cannot pass there, cannot pass going, cannot collect $200, right? What are some of the things that it can do? Again, this is why this is important. You guys need to start to expecting what's going to happen based on market structure, right? Start using your brains and what's next in the sequence. You guys already know the sequence: higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. If you guys know the sequence, you guys should have an expectation, right? And then adding these moves that is doing, the sequence of moves, 3 months, no nets, right? Rise, drop. What's next? After 3 months of rise, what can they do? They can chop or they can drop. What is chop? Chop is consolidation. What are different forms of chop? Right? Remember, consolidation means again it ends where it started. It ends in the same place where it started. So price could do whatever it wants to do, but if it starts here, it needs to end here in the same price point. So right now, what is it doing? It's doing one of the ones that I said. It could go down and come back up and end where? In consolidation. Right? Could go down, go up, come back down, end where? In the same place that it started. It could just chop and end where? In the same place that it started. Right? And there's other variation, but these are the main variations, right? The main variation. And just looking at what price is doing right now. Right? We're already getting towards the end of the month. Right? We're already on the 21st. Right? We only have what? One more week, technically. Let's see. We have this week, these 5 trading days, and then we have another 3 next week. Right? So what can price do? Price could go low a couple more days, and then towards the end of the month, right? Midweek reversal happens, and price could start pushing up onto next week, right? And create what? This higher low to then push. And then next month, the price could start moving up, right? And when we start speaking of what's happening in the month, right? I say this all the time, and you guys should be taking these notes. If price at the beginning of the month starts to trend counter, Towards the end of the month, price will go with the trend. If price in the beginning of the month starts trending um with the overall trend, then towards the end of the month, right? This will be the first to the 15th, right? And then from the 15th to the 30th will go counter, right? Or vice versa, right? And don't quote me on the actual dates, just understand the logic behind it. If for the beginning of the month it goes up, the second half of the month will go down, right? That's just, market structure, what it does, right? In this pair, as I can see, is that it just flows, right? These whole months have been flowing. Why? Because it's making trends. It's making 3-day trends, right? The 3 months trends. Month rise, month rise, month rise, and then what? Month gapped. Let me go back. Can't even see. Well, no net here, and we have a rise, rise, rise. Then price did what? Went down. We have a rise. We have a no net. We have a down. We have a rise. We have a no net. Then we have down, 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 rise. Delete all this. So after these three, what's next? This could be the play, right? We're trading in between this high and this low right now, right? For you Fib traders, point A, point B will get you your C, right? Your C 61.8, 78.6, that's where you at right now. The week, last week, price did what? Price went down. Expectations for the week. I want to see price change over, right? We had a change of character on the 4 hour, right, to the low. Just because we need a change and we need a BOS, right? This could be a change to the bottom and then we're going to change back to the top, right? So it doesn't really hold that much weight. For me, it doesn't really hold that much weight. We had this change to the bottom. We got a new high of the zone, the 4 hour. We have a new low of the zone on the 4 hour. Here's where we're trading. Right now, internally in here, what do I see? Lower lows, lower highs, right? Well, if I drop down to the 30, what I want to see, I want to see a change of character on the 30-minute time frame. I'm not going to get into this. Right, we have the high, we have this low. Price change there. Price went up, came back down. Right, what I use this, price came back. Now we're trading between here and here. Right, we have these internal lower lows, lower highs in there. Right, we want to see price change above and continue to rise. And that will make this 4 hour lower low to a lower high, right? But we want to change to the top to continue to go up. That's what we want to see, guys. And that will cause our daily structure to make this higher low to the higher high. Look, that piece, right? will cause the black line to do that. And the black is the daily. So for you guys who are kind of like, this is a lot, right? You have to stick around, bro. And it is a lot to intake, especially if you don't understand. Because trading, right, you have something called external structures and internal structures, right? So it's like gears, right? You have to understand the internal, what's going on. So you have to, and that's gonna help you understand what the overall external structure will become in the future, right? So it's literally, what's underneath your skin. You have bones, right? So we're looking at the bones inside of the larger structure, which the larger structure will be this, the higher time frame, the daily. So, it's a pattern within a pattern within a pattern. And these three patterns need to align. If I see the 30-minute changes and starts moving up, right, then makes the 4 hours start looking like it's up. Now we have confluence of two time frames moving in the same direction, right? And the overall trend obviously is up. So if it starts to show up in those two, my higher time frame is also up. So that means we're trading with the trend, right? So these are things, these are concepts, advanced market structure concepts that it will take time for you to develop and understand, right? It's a lot to take in, at first. But then you start to understand exactly what's happening, what's going on, and it becomes easier, guys. So make sure you guys stick around, join the Discord, ask questions. On the Discord, request one-on-one classes with myself and Mr. Jumper, so we can get everything squared away and get you to understand these concepts, right? And you will see it online, right? And this is how you will see it online, right? You will see this. This is what you will see online, and then you have this is what you will see online. You will see on YouTube people drawing this. So this is exactly what I'm explaining for you guys who don't understand. Here's the break of structure. Inside the structure, you have a change of character here, right? So when you have these lower lows, lower highs to the lower low, right? On a, let's say on a 4 hour time frame, then on a 30-minute time frame, what does this pullback looks like? It looks like higher highs, higher lows on a 30-minute time frame, right? So what we'll be looking for, we'll be looking for that change of character on a 30-minute time frame that will start making that. If the price is down, we'll start making this lower, um, start making this run to the downside to make this new lower low point. So all this will look like this. This is how they make it. That's how they make structure. So just think about it. This yellow again, explain it again. This yellow is the 4 hour. This red is the 30-minute, right? So in the 30-minute chart, what do you see? Brother, I need to go. No problem, my brother. Thanks for joining. We'll catch up during the week. Everything's lacquer, my brother. So 4 hour yellow, 30-minute red. What is the 4 hour is the external structure. The 30-minute will be its internal structure. So what's happening inside of the 4 hour time frame on a lower time frame? This pullback that happens to the top side will look like what? What is uptrend structure that you learn? Basic structure. You have two structure. You have higher highs, higher lows, and you have also lower lows, lower highs, right? This is the two structures that you guys learn. We all learn, right? I teach this. Then we have the only other structure is what? Ranging, consolidation, right? These are the three types of structures that are only that you see in the market all day, every day. These three things. So if price is pushing up, What's uptrend structure? Higher highs, higher lows, right? And if price is pushing down, what's the downtrend structure? Lower lows, lower highs. So this is what we will see. Now, how we know when price is turning around, right? You have something called a change of character, right? When price changes over, right? Here's the combination of all three. When price changes over, right? And causes a change of character. Some people call it a break of structure, right? But a change of character is a type of break of structure, but the difference is a change of character is a break of structure that changes direction. A BOS, right? Definition time. A BOS is just when it breaks structure, right? Some people call changes of characters break of structures and not, detail that this one it is a break of structure, but changes direction, changes the character, changes the direction, right? So this is a change of character when it changes direction, which is a type of break of structure. So write that down. Definition: change of character is a type of break of structure that changes direction. A break of structure, it's a break of a structure with it just going in the same direction as the trend. Make sure to write that down. So this is what's happened: external, internal, right? So I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, stick around, join the Discord and, let's get some one-on-one classes going so this could start to, you can start honing this in. Because once you understand this, you understand price action, right? And that's very important to understand price action is, you know, market structure. Delicious. Now, lacquer means that everything is great. And that's in Afrikaans. Mr. Donovan is from South Africa. That's in Afrikaans, lacquer. Lacquer means like all good, great. I learned it from him. So, and Don's been with me for like 6 years, 7 years. He was one of my private mentees before YouTube, before all of this. This is all new, guys. Me giving out like info for free. Delicious pastry. How do you know that he's not Dutch? Maybe because the Dutch were the settlers that left, to try to conquer the world. Them and the Spanglers, right? Colonialized the world. So, GJ. So where are we in GJ? Right, we're in peak formation high territory. Right, our previous peak high is up here. Our peak low is here. So price is getting to that place of a reversal. Right, just looking at market structure. Right, price is still showing uptrend by creating higher lows, right? This whole time, higher lows this whole time, and higher highs, right? So we are trading. I don't trade that, right? I'm just going to show we're trading in the channel going up, right? I don't trade channels. I'm just giving you direction, right? Using that just to give you direction, to give you the direction of the trend. So price is still heading up, right? We can see the price right now is at the top of this daily zone, right? We're waiting for price to either break, retest, continue, or will price just not break, just test it and start pushing down, right? And it can push down, then decide what's next, right? We're in the middle of the month. So in the middle of the month, price could either turn around or just could continue to the top. And the next month, you know what's going to happen. So that's the expectation, right? So everything looks good. Let's go to the 4 hour. Let's take a look at our 4 hour structure. So we had a previous 3 weeks of rise, right? So this week, what's the expectation? This week, we're either going to chop or we're going to drop. We're not expecting price to continue to go up, right? Notice, we're not expecting. We don't see a whole bunch of, we see 3 weeks and then no net, right? So after this, price to start pushing down. Maybe this week, right? It's a week that it needs to decide, right? Even with this week and next week, it's going to be a tough crowd, right? Because this week price could push down. Let's say price does not clear this higher low, right? This week, let's say it just pushes down here. Next, the following week, right? The beginning of the month, because then we'll be at the beginning of the month. Price could either push up to create the higher high, higher low, right? Or price could say, you know what? We're going to start moving down. Right, so think about it. Think about the way price will move, guys. So next week, price could push down, right? It's gonna push down or no net, right? Either or, push down or no net. But I'm just giving you an expectation. Remember, no net starts where it ends, so that means it's still in the same place at the top. Then I have to decide whether we're gonna break the top or we're gonna come back down. But let's say price pushes back down. Price pushes down. I'm gonna give you two scenarios, right? Let's say price pushes down. Let me get comfortable for this. Let's say price push down this week coming up. If price pushes down but does not clear, meaning doesn't cause a change in character here to start pushing down, if it doesn't clear it, it's giving us a sense of, you what's next, right? You're anticipating a move for the next thing. You're going to be anticipating the move, right? If it clears it, you know the trend is down, right? It turned around and it's continuing to go down to the bottom of the zone. If it doesn't clear it, it gives the trader an option for you to think of options, whether it's going to push up or it's going to push down, right? It leaves us traders in the air because it could create a higher high to go up or could break the following week. So just think about what it's doing. It's leaving us in the air if it doesn't clear. Now, this is one scenario, right? Next scenario. Let me delete that. No. We need that low. Next scenario. Let's say price ends with a no net like this. Right? Just chops to the bottom, ends with a no net. Right? Then we're back at the top, right? We haven't broke this top yet. Right? So then price could say, hey, the next week, the following week. Remember, this week is a no net week. The following week, what could price do? Right? Price again hasn't decided where it's going. Right? Price is still stuck in this range. We will have a range. Right? So price will be consolidating in that range. Then what? Then price could retest and start pushing down. Right? Or price could just say, you know what? We're going to break and push up. Right? So we have that. Scenario number 2. Let me leave that there. Right? Scenario number 3. Give you 4 scenarios. Scenario number 3. Right? Price starts that push down and breaks that low. Then what's the following week that it will do? It could continue to go low, right? Causing 2 weeks of drop to then give us that third week back to the low, or right, price could go to the low, then the following week come back up, right? And trade in between, because we're trading between this high and this low. Cause a what? Sweep them, right? You think it's going to OB or order block, right? No, it's going to sweep it and then push back up. Just so many things that it can do. This is why when we at the highs, we need to wait for price to decide what's next, right? Or price, also another thing, the price could break, but end back up in no net, because remember, we're still here and still causing what? This type of structure. There's just so many things that price can do. Just so many things that price can do right now, right? But what we know is that price needs to end lower than it started. Or I mean, not lower. It needs to end in a no net at the same place, right? So again, up, down, up, or chop could do. It could do either or down. Just stay down. It's a lot to take in there, but that's the play. So looking at the structure that's happening right now, we're trapping between the zone. We do have a change in the 4 hour here. We do have a change back to the top. We need a pullback and a BOS. We don't have a pullback and a BOS for a continuation to the top. So make that clear. We don't have a pullback and BOS yet. Let's look at the 30. Friday, we have no net. Notice price went up, came back down to the middle, went down, came back up to the middle to end exactly where we started. It rise. GU. GU, where are we? V1 had an up, right? Previous 3 months of rise. We had the last month we had a rise, no net. No net means reset, right? So they went up and they resetted the play. So this month, what can happen this month? It could continue to rise. It starts the party all over again. So this month could do a rise. Just think about it right here. Look at here. Month of rise, 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 no net, and the following month was a rise. Right after a no net, price could do either one of those three things. Could go up, could go down, or could stay the same. Right. So right now, price could go up, could go down, or could stay the same, right? So we need to wait for proper structure, right? Me trading this, what's my move? I need to wait for the price to break the high or break the low, so I know what direction the price is going. Because right now we're definitely trading in a range, right? We're trading between a consolidation, right? Which will be this will be the high and this will be the low. As you can tell, price is literally just in between, right? So the best thing is to wait for the breakout, right? Or price gonna break to the low, right? That's the best thing is to wait, right? Especially when we at the tops. Now, internally, since we're trading in these zones, right? We know that internally it looks something like this. So can you catch trades like that? Yes, you can, right? As long as you understand, your stops and goes, you know exactly where to trade at, what zones to trade internally in here. So this up looks like this. This down looks like this, right? That's the way it works. Everything is happening in the internal. This is why external and internal structures are important because you kind of see what's happening and you can participate in a lower time frame. So let's take a look at the 4. Last week we had a week of what? Price touching that no net. And we started to push up. So remember, you're trading in the zone, bottom of the zone, right? Here's the top, right? So you can see a little bit better what I was speaking of. What do you have? Retest. Then you have lower low, lower high, lower low. You have this low, lower high, lower low. Right to the bottom. Then what you have? Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Then price came to the bottom. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. and price going to the top. High, low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, right? And price is moving down. The price starts to push up. See what I'm saying, guys? You have these changes, these changes, these changes, uh, this change, this change to the top. So you could be trading that. I hope that makes sense. So internally here on a lower time frame, you can see it way better. Right? This is where we trade these lower time frames. You have change here, right to the top side. This is an entry, right? For you OB traders, here's your OB entry again to go up. So now we're getting into this chart. This is for the daily market breakdown. So where we look for the entries, the points of interest. So we had a rise, no net. Looking good. Need to wait for it to break the high though. USD CAD. A lot of chart work on USD CAD. Alrighty, so on the monthly we in V2, right? We're heading up, right? Now, the beginning of the month, what was it doing? It was trending up, right? Look what happens now, right? We're getting towards the end. And where's price moving to? It's moving back down. Why we have to make a new low, right? So this is a pair that I am going to be looking at for price to just, have a lot of acceleration to the bottom for the remaining of the month, right? So we can see that it's pushing down now. Big red candle, momentum is back to the downside, right? We need to wait for another like 1 to 2 more days to really confirm that the momentum has switched over to the downside, right? Overall, right, we were trading, we still are trading between here and here, right? So price could be this to push down. Could also be that's not my expectation, right? My expectation price to make that new low because we had previous 2 months. Right? Everyone's looking at this from different lenses. We are in the chop. Came to the low, we tapped the low. So weekly, we had a previous 3 weeks of rise. So this is why I'm saying we're moving down. But we had a rise, no net, which is a reset. So price could continue to push up or it could push down. But just looking at this internal structure, I have higher highs, higher lows, highs, lows, highs, lows, low, lower high, lower low, right? So we already have a change of character. So price change to the downside on a 30-minute time frame. Let's get that clear. That's the 30-minute time frame. So we're already looking like price turned around to go down, which is a good thing. We have 2 days of drop. Yep, we have 2 days of drop. So today is a down day. Looking good. The 30-30. The 30-30 is a little bit different. Weekly, as expected. New low for the week before that push up to complete that 3 weeks of new lows. Started here, ended here, new low with a gap. Started here, ended here, new low. Started here, ended here, we have a rise, but made a new low. We have new all-time highs too. That was in the news on Friday. New all-time highs. Now, have we broke structure at the top? No, we're testing. So we need that confirmation for that continuation. Excuse me, to the top side. 2 days of rise. So Monday we're gonna have a new rise day. I definitely want to see a nice pullback from at the beginning of the day. No gap and a nice pullback will have enough to book profits to go up tomorrow. So US 30 is definitely one to look at. Gold. Gold right now we have 2 days of rise. And I got on my inbox, you know, Eric, we were expecting a low for gold on Thursday. What happened? Gap, guys. Again, if price gaps, that means we have the trade is off. Price gapped, trade is off. Right? Gaps are resets in the market. Correct, reset. A gap, so it gave us a reset, right? Then we have a day one, we have a gap here, right? Price ended here, then jumped all the way down here. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Price ended here, jumped a little bit up, right? And price jumped up to come down, right? That's another gap. Look at it on MT4. MT4 gives you the gap. That's one of the advantage of trading on MT4, right? I use both charts for charting, right? Certain little details I can only see it on MT4, right? I would look for the overall picture here on TradingView, but those fine details are MT4 all day. MT4, MT5, you still need it, guys. So for you guys who's or who are in the US right now and MT4 and MT5 is getting pulled, you gotta find a way to get a feed, MT4, MT5 feed, because there you get way more details, guys. You get the gaps, and the gaps are very important in trading, right? So make sure that you guys look for a broker that still allows you to see an MT4, MT5 feed. Maybe not trade it, but at least see the feed. I don't know if Meta Quotes, you're allowed to on MT4 to have a Meta Quotes just demo account. Meta Quotes is just you know um, worldwide data. It's not a data from any set broker. It's just worldwide data. So If you have MT4 still on your phone or on your computer, under broker, look for meta quotes, right? And if you should be able to have an account on meta quotes, which is just a regular demo account, but definitely get that because you need that to look at these fine details, right? And last but not least, BTC. So this week that just passed, we had a week of drop, right? We had a previous 3 weeks of rise. We have a rise drop and we have a drop. So this week we get a new low and then we start to back up the up party, right? And we're still trading between the zone, which is a good thing. And that's about it, guys. That's this week's market breakdown. We have a couple of pairs to look at for the week. Um, we already singled them out. Make sure to join tomorrow at 7 p.m. for the daily market breakdown, where we get into the 30-minute chart and we start to fine tune and look for the entry. So everything that we did today, we're gonna fine tune it a little bit more to the 30-minute chart and lower, to start getting those daily. Remember market structure. Now, how you eat a pizza pie, one slice at a time. So now that we saw the pie, now we got to chop it down into slices so we can participate on a daily basis, which is a slice a day, a slice a day, a slice a day, right? So that's about it, guys. So I see you guys tomorrow, 7 p.m. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, make sure to join the Discord. The link is in the description. And I see you guys tomorrow. Peace.